This video is a sample from the Secret Guitar Teacher Interactive course, The 5 Main Elements of Music. The 5 main elements of music. Element number 2, scales. Section 2.4, the major blues scale. Part 6, melodic use of major blues scales. Over the last section of the course, it is likely that over some of the backing tracks you will have found notes from outside the blues scales that nevertheless seem to fit in well. More often than not, these will have been melody notes. For example, when I play along to Bring It On Home to Me, and I'm focused on chasing the melody, notice how I bring that C note in here as the chord change to C. This note is not in the major blues scale, but it is in the melody and it's part of the underlying chord as well. Melody notes for major key songs nearly always come from the major scale. If we compare the G major scale with the G major blues scale, we can see that there are two notes in the major scale that aren't covered by the major blues scale. The C and the F sharp, the 4th and 7th notes of the major scale. These notes are pretty easy to locate. The C is 1 fret higher than the run of 3 traffic light notes. So we're using the E pattern to play in the key of G. There's our run of 3 traffic light notes. There's our C notes. 4th position, traffic light notes. There's the note C. 5th position, there's a note C. 3rd position, top end, traffic light notes, there's a note C. And the F sharp is 1 fret lower than our key note, so we could be using the cage system. There's our key note, there's the F sharp. We could be using cage system here, there's the D shape, there's the F sharp. Or we could just be using our ears. So there's our G, there's our F sharp. Note 8, note 7. Note 8, note 7, F sharp. But as with the work we did in an earlier section of the course on chasing the melody with the minor blues scales, you may well find that consciously locating these notes isn't really necessary. It's often better simply to trust your instincts to bring them in from outside the scale patterns using your ears. Take another look at the list of backing tracks arranged on the Tonal Spectrum PDF and focus in on the section in red from number 11 to 20. For example, if we look at Nobody Knows You When You're Down and Out, our 2 extra notes borrowed from the major scale are here after the run of 3 notes, traffic light notes. And here, just before the key notes. Let's see what happens when we bring these 2 notes in as we try and find the melody of a song. There's one of them. Here's another. There's an B again. And there's the F, which is the fourth note in the C scale. Taking the next song on the list, You Can't Always Get What You Want, we quickly find what a pivotal note this is in the melody. And although the other note we can borrow from the major scale is not necessary to the melody, nevertheless, including it in our improvised lines adds a nice soft feel to what we play and blends in perfectly harmonically. Looking at the next one on the list, Don't Look Back in Anger, we have a similar situation, but here we can get right away through the verse and the pre-chorus without using anything outside the blues scale. When we come to the chorus, both our extra notes kind of help us get closer to the melody. See if you can spot them. There it is. Number one there. With a little bit of practice working through these songs or through any list of major key ballads that have recognisable melodies, you'll soon discover that working these two notes in with your blues scales will really help you home in on the melody. And I think it'll also add to your range of expression over what is a very popular category of music. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you'd really like to maximise your potential as a guitar player, click on the link in the description below to the Secret Guitar Teacher site. Here you can sign up for a 30-day trial free of charge and without obligation. We won't even ask you for your credit card number.